Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street, in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private, blockchain companies, the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators, bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go.
My name is Kelly Walters. I'm the CEO of the VRM BioLogik group. I have been in the role for 4 years, and my responsibility ultimately is to honour the vision of the founder and president and implement the company's goal, or mission rather, which is restoring 25% of the world's arable land in 25 years. My first exposure to humus soil was in a landfill site in the Southern Highland area in New South Wales in Australia. I remember going down there in business clothes to make sure that this project was operating well, and the guys handed me a pair of oversized gumboots and said, "Go have a play." I remember digging my hands into this pile of material. It was clean, it smelt rich, it smelt like the earth, and it made me feel good just standing there looking at it. I knew it had come from green waste, food waste, and a whole lot of icky stuff that people don't normally like to deal with. And here I was standing there with it in my hand thinking I could actually grow something with this. It was just an absolutely astounding product as far as I was concerned, and I have been playing with it ever since. It doesn't stop in terms of me just wanting to get my hands into the humus soil wherever we are in the world, whoever is manufacturing it. It is such a revolutionary product to be able to replace fertiliser, to be able to not have any kind of chemical impact on the earth going forward, to be able to grow clean, healthy food for future generations. Yeah, it's just astonishing. I could not have ever imagined I would be in this position.
So that one there, there is no other process. There's no other process. There is no other process converting organics that doesn't have a net carbon emission. We don't care about the organic material, we care about what it does. Where it goes, it adds a thing called hydrosynthesis. Now that's a real fancy word, and you can take a photograph of that because I made it up. It's a brand new word in the English language, it didn't exist before. Biological hydrosynthesis is that's a word used to describe the process of water manufacture that didn't exist before. Hydrogen plus oxygen equal water. The mechanism for making water is to find some guy who mixes those two things well. We found the guy. We trained them, we got to know them, we made friends with them. We used your pile of organic material to have a party for these guys. When they have a party, they make water. And they don't make water just while you are in process, they make it for years afterwards, which is what you found. Years afterwards. They make it wherever you deliver that to. Our objective is to improve the fact of and the future of growing food on 25% of the world's arable land. But this is point number one, is that we learnt how to trigger this natural reaction everywhere, in any type of soil, in any altitude, in any climate, in any temperature, in any weather.
It was really serendipitous, the expansion of VRM into the US, us looking for a partner, a business that we could work with who had the same philosophy, who had the same value system, and along came SGTM and Tony and Tammy. The first couple of conversations, of course, this happened sort of just post-COVID, so we weren't able to travel outside of Australia. We've been talking to Tony on screen for 6 months, so we just met him yesterday. To actually stand in front of he and Tammy, to spend the whole day with them talking about how aligned we are in our mission, it's just such a pleasure and an honour to be able to come to the US and to work with SGTM and the team.
From the very first meeting that we had, I think it was about midnight, because in Australia we're on a completely different time zone. It's past my bedtime, but boy did I ever wake up. And I wasn't able to go back to sleep. And the next day I got together with Brian and I said, man, what I listened to in this download was so incredible. And we just kept on working together, one Zoom meeting after another. And now that we've actually formed a partnership and we're working together, we want to make sure that we get Humisoil in every household across the nation and every Caribbean island. And for us to do our part from the U.S. to work together. And that partnership to us is definitely sustainability in its finest, bringing together technology, taking waste that normally would be releasing carbons in the atmosphere and taking everything back and within itself, creating life. That's sustainability for our future.
That this process is built on stimulating photosynthesis which is in the ground, not photosynthesis which is above the ground in the plants and the trees. A whole nother kingdom on the planet that exists everywhere. And one key feature of that group is that they mobilise phosphorus. It's a key feature. So every time you make Humisoil, you'll end up with a percentage of phosphorus in the organic material close to 1%. So when you put a yard of Humisoil out on the ground, you're putting out 1% of that yard is straight fertiliser.
Well, the concept itself of wanting to feed the world, it's a very lofty goal. So how many people are there in the world now? Billions. We are a small team of people. We're not going to be able to do that, to achieve any kind of change, to engage and empower, unless we all do it together. That's the whole idea. I think that we, with our partners all over the world, are going to make a significant impact. We're going to save lives. We're going to save generations. It's as simple as that. I think that if we continue in the same path that we're going, then we can correct a lot of the damage that's been done in the past. We'll be able to ensure that at the very least, this generation's done its best to make sure that the next couple of generations enjoy life.
Here we are, and this great revolutionary technology breakthrough, and we're going to grow water. Come on, who can say they're growing water? I love it.
Thousands of people use Phantom every day to access DeFi, NFT, Metaverse, and GameFi decentralized applications. On Phantom, you can trade, lend, and borrow in a fully decentralized way with instant speed and near zero fees. Whether you're an artist or a collector, there's a rich and accessible NFT ecosystem to explore. Join your friends in the Metaverse for exciting digital experiences or play revolutionary Web3 games. Join Phantom today.
Myriad Social is a free speech federation of interdependent social networks focused on eliminate centralized bias. And with me is Pandu Satrawadoyo, one of the founding members of Myriad Social. You're a G20 speaker. You graduated in environmental engineer, a microbiologist. You've done all these things. Now you're in technology as well. So just give me an overview of Myriad Social and what you're doing.
Sure. So Myriad Social is a network of multiple social medias. And you can use Myriad Social as a regular social media. And in fact, in that sense, it's exactly like other social medias, only it has like multiple additional features that allow you to send tips to people, for example, to integrate your multiple social media experiences, like from Twitter, from Reddit, and just integrate them into one place.
Oh,
right?
Interesting. That would actually be kind of helpful.
That's very helpful, right? Yeah, exactly. That's one part of Myriad.
Okay.
The other part of Myriad is that we allow you to create your own social media with your own rules. This actually helps a lot. There's a lot of conversation these days of free speech in social media, and we appreciate that. And that kind of conversation is something that we're enabling within Myriad, because you can actually create, like spin up your own Myriad instance. If the other instances don't agree with you, that's fine. Like even if I don't agree with you, you can still create your group of people that you can converse with and publish stories to. And that's actually something that we want to focus on, is ensuring the ability of having your freedom to host things and freedom to not host things, and the responsibility, basically.
Explain a little bit of how somebody can get started, where they go. Is the platform available now to look at? Okay.
It is available now, and I might be speaking a lot about decentralization and federation, and these are not scary topics. It's actually quite easy to get onto Myriad. You can just log into Myriad with your email address. You can log into Myriad.
Myriad.social.
It's Myriad.social. Yes. Myriad.social, or just if you want to go directly into the application, it's app.myriad.social. And you can basically connect your crypto wallet, or you can use your email to log in or create an account. You can start interacting. And because we have like the federated structure, you can actually choose which grouping of like federated, like the pods that you want to subscribe to. Then you can choose topics that you want to subscribe to. It's very easy, and like I mentioned, I actually touched upon this earlier. You can basically import posts from other social networks into Myriad. So those posts that you import become available to all users. So if you can actually follow Elon Musk, for example, on Twitter via Myriad. So Myriad can be like a social media aggregator for like multiple people on like multiple accounts.
And just finally, I mean, you mentioned Elon Musk. I mean, he's taking over Twitter.
Yes.
There's been, it feels like there's a lot of upheaval in social media. I mean, what's your opinion about where is this industry going, do you think?
I am of the opinion that Elon Musk, when buying Twitter, there are things that he wouldn't be able to accomplish with that structure, since Twitter is a centralized structure and not a protocol. Jack Dorsey, when he created Twitter, he did mention that he wanted to create a protocol out of it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the protocol, it's not a protocol. It's a centralized entity. So I don't think he'd be able to accomplish something like that with Twitter, but he might be able to do it with something that is more akin to Myriad.
Yeah. Well, and the algorithms, I think, could change probably, but the decentralization.
The algorithms might change, but the thing about these things is, because a centralized entity has like centralized responsibilities, and everyone has responsibilities, right, to the government, to regulations, etc. There will always be inherent biases in a centralized entity, and there's always going to be biases even in AI. The AI algorithms that run the network, those have bias. So we feel that it is important to basically show those biases to people, ensure that they see their own biases, and instead of actually having AI basically put bias into the network, we have conversations by basically collecting multiple posts, creating experiences for other people, sharing, and that's why we're called Myriad. It's a myriad of multiple entities and myriad of multiple opinions.
Okay. Well, thank you. Very interesting, Pandu. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Thousands of people use Phantom every day to access DeFi, NFT, Metaverse, and GameFi decentralized applications. On Phantom, you can trade, lend, and borrow in a fully decentralized way with instant speed and near zero fees. Whether you're an artist or a collector, there's a rich and accessible NFT ecosystem to explore. Join your friends in the Metaverse for exciting digital experiences or play revolutionary Web3 games. Join Phantom today.
Hempacco is disrupting tobacco with hemp cigarettes. Now, the company is traded here at the NASDAQ. The ticker symbol is HPCO. And with me is Sandro Piancone, this co-founder and CEO of the company, and Jorge Olson, a co-founder and chief marketing officer. So welcome back. You just rang the bell here not that long ago,
Yeah, 3
right?
weeks ago. So we're excited to be here. We're in the same exact room. Thank you for this morning.
Yeah, so what is the mission, the vision of the company?
I'm going to let Jorge answer
Sure.
that.
We are disrupting, like you said, the $1 trillion tobacco industry. Now we're doing it with smoking alternatives to nicotine and tobacco. That includes hemp, but it's not the only thing that we're doing. We're also making in our factory in San Diego, California, other products. Now why with hemp? Because hemp is in vogue, and also hemp is functional, so we are able to deliver function to the smoke so that you feel something. For example, relaxation with CBD, or sleep with CBN, or energy or focus with other cannabinoids that we're working on. The hemp industry and the cannabis industry are about $25 billion currently. Tobacco is $1 trillion currently, and this is why we're disrupting tobacco. It needs to be disrupted, that's number one, and also it's an incredible market opportunity.
Yeah, and you have some joint venture partners as well, Cheech and Chong and Rick Ross. So tell me about those.
Yeah, so they are, unlike a normal licensing agreement, they're our partners. We have 2 joint ventures, Cheech and Chong. We worked with them to create their product. This is the product here that they have, Cheech and Chong hemp smokables, and also the boss, Rick Ross, we have his product. So we matched, they have a champagne called Rosé, and we matched it to the exact flavor. So they're both smokables, and we have hemp wrap papers that we do with them.
Interesting. And what about the IP and patents?
Yes, in order to develop a process that we can take hemp and put it into cigarettes, because they look just exactly like cigarettes, it took us 2 years and about 14 pieces of intellectual property. Of those, we've patented a few, and we're trying to patent more. Some of them in the process we will not, but the ones that are infringed upon are the ones that are patented. For example, one of them is to spray the flower with terpenes. We use that for the function. The other one is for the filter, to infuse the filter. So we're the only ones that can infuse flower to roll it into cigarettes or whatever else, and also paper, filters, etc.
Yeah, so it may look like a regular pack of cigarettes, but there's a lot of technology behind that. So we're a consumer goods company with technology, and we own our own factory.
Yeah. So tell me about the go-to-market strategy with this product.
Sure. So 97% of all cigarettes are bought at what you would call a convenience store, liquor store. So that's where we want to be with our products. Unlike tobacco products, we're allowed to be on the counter, and we can advertise. Yeah. So if you go in, there's 100,000 mom and pop liquor stores throughout the U.S. That's our target market. Anywhere in the 50 states, hemp is legal, and also internationally. We opened an office in Poland this year.
Yeah, interesting. And what should investors look for in terms of catalysts in the future that may involve expansion or growth of the company? Either one?
Take that one.
Yeah, catalysts. So 3 things. One is, as we sign up these master distributors, what we're looking for are master distributors that go to these liquor stores. So as that happens, we put out press releases. Also new technologies as we license new patents or file new patents. And then third are acquisitions. So those are the 3 catalysts that we're looking at. And of course, new celebrity joint ventures.
Okay. And what about the management team? Who's behind the company?
Oh, we have an incredible management team. Of course, Sandro and I are the co-founders of the company, and we surround ourselves with people that know the industry well and also that can help us in the back end. For example, our board of directors is fantastic, starting with Dr. Titus. He is the pioneer of the hemp industry and CBD in the US. He left his company to join our company as a board member. And we also have Jerry Halamura. Jerry Halamura, in his space, which is agriculture, is the king. And we invited him not only because of that knowledge, but also because he has so much experience in rolling up strategy to get companies in $100, $200, $300 million plus. Then we have in the back end, we also have manufacturing. Like I said, it took us 2 years to manufacture these products. For that, we needed an entire team. It just so happened that British American Tobacco switched their operations and manufacturing to Mexico, and we were able to capture an entire team from Mexico to come to San Diego and help us establish the machines, run them, and come up with our product.
And we have a new board member that just came on, Mickey Stevens. Her and her husband started a company called Harmony Hemp, which was then sold to Charlotte's Web, and now she's a new board member with us.
Oh, interesting. And finally, hemp is legal. I mean, it was part of the Farm Bill. It was
correct. The 2018 Farm Bill made hemp legal throughout the United States, and it's very exciting, which makes CBD. So CBD comes from the hemp plant. So everything is less than 0.3 THC. So this is not cannabis. This is legal hemp throughout the United States.
And it can be sold anywhere?
Anywhere.
Okay. Thank you.
And by the way, it doesn't pay special taxes.
That's right. There's no taxes.
And it can be sold in the counter as well.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Okay. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
Out of control inflation, escalating government debt, gas and energy bills burning through your savings, and a spiraling war in Europe. The world feels like a very uncertain place right now, and it's harder and harder to take control of your money and safeguard your savings. I mean, why would anyone want to keep their money in a bank that's only going to lend it out for its own profit? Putting your savings at risk, and for what? A pittance in interest? Well, let me tell you about Glint and how they can help you to save in real gold you can spend like dollars. Now, first off, Glint's not a bank or crypto or some new type of credit card. What Glint provides is the ability and freedom to buy, save, and spend real allocated gold that's secured in Brink's vaults and insured by Lloyd's of London. Glint's Smart app and MasterCard is leading the payments revolution, putting you in control of your money by making real gold, trusted for thousands of years, into an instant, secure digital currency for the modern world. Best of all, your gold is always your gold. It's no one else's liability. It's secure and allocated to you. It never goes away, even in a crash. To learn more, go to glintpay.com or download Glint from your favorite app store. It's time to take control of your money and protect it with the time-tested security of gold and the modern digital convenience of Glint. Gold is security. Glint, it's key.
Here at GroveToken, we're growing a greener future. Thousands of financially savvy and environmentally conscious people are already joining the Grove movement. With real-world payment options, ability to earn passive income, and an eco-conscious business model, you'll be creating opportunities to do good for the planet while doing good for your wallet. Be part of a healthier future. GroveToken, a crypto like no other.
GroveToken is the first green wallet designed and created by professionals to securely hold and protect your investment. And they do this by creating a hybrid traditional business model. So with me is the CEO, John G, to explain Grove. And let's just start with, what's your mission with GroveToken?
Well, see, our simple mission is to create a healthier and wealthier future for all. Which is a big statement, right? You know, what we're trying to do with Grove is to combine the virtual currency with real business investment, which is not only focused on making people richer through trading on crypto, and this is an aim. But of course, to bring sustainability back to our planet. And of course, that will be through our business module. So GroveToken is the first cryptocurrency business that combine virtual currency and real business module. And those businesses are focused on farming solutions to start with. And we're talking about hydroponic and aeroponic farming to start with. And we're actually speaking with 3 different researchers for 3 different types of farming that will help, investors out there and farmers out there to increase produce and reduce the cost, which will make food widely available for everyone. Yeah. And adding to that, we're working with a company, and this is the news for the community out there, with a solar company. We're working on a $10 million project on a massive solar farm that, again, will reduce the electricity costs and make electricity widely available. This is our simple mission.
Yeah. And I know the cryptocurrency has kind of gotten a bad rap for being bad for the environment and things. How is GroveToken made, and how is it good for the environment?
Well, simply, we don't do mining, so you can't mine a Grove. Actually, Grove work the other way around. We work on reducing supply. So majority of our net profit from our businesses will go back to the token itself to buy back and burn, which is a simple term. We buy the token and we burn it to reduce supply. And what that will do to the investors out there, when we buy, the price increase. And when we burn the supply, it will reduce the circulation. So it will have a double positive effect on our chart and for our holders. And from a business point of view, we're looking at all the green aspects. So we're working on so many different projects out there. As we said before, we have the hydroponic and aeroponic farming. We're working on solar farming. We're working on 3 different confidential projects that I can't talk to you about yet. Maybe next time.
Okay.
And that's what we're doing.
Yeah. And you're moving to Dubai, which is one of the world's hotspots for crypto and blockchain industry and innovation. How important is it to be there in like one of these hubs of cryptocurrency and of technology?
Well, it's extremely important for me because we were blessed and honored enough to be partnered with a member of the royal family of Dubai. And we're doing a lot of work with them, especially on the business side now. So I'm actually now in the middle of the move. I'm packing my house, moving my family and kids over there, which is quite nerve-wracking, I would say. But again, for the betterment for our project and all our community, and this is what we're trying to do, right?
In the long run, it'll all make sense. And
100%.
Yeah.
I had to go to my son. He's 10 years old, and I said, "Hey, we're going to Dubai," and he's like, "Why?" And so we're going on a holiday.
Well, I have a 13 and a 15-year-old, and we went to Dubai last year, and they loved it there. Love Dubai.
Brilliant.
So, yeah. So I think
one of the conversation that we had there and with our person, let's say, one of the people that I work with, he went to me, he's like, "Hey, John, in Dubai, everything we do is number one." I'm like, "Okay, it's brilliant. I know, I can see that everywhere." And he's like, "Well, do you know what that means for Grove?" I said, "Absolutely, we want to be number one." So the aim of what we're trying to achieve through the people that we're working with is to move Grove to be one of the top cryptocurrencies out there. And this is not said lightly, right? There's no other token out there in the world that's partnered with a royalty. And by saying that, a member of the royal family of Dubai. So there's a massive pressure for us to achieve. And this is exactly what we're trying to do. We want to be the best out of the best. That's exactly what we're doing. We wake up every morning thinking, how can we do better today? How can we move forward? How can we push this business forward? How can we make the world a better place from our understanding, of course?
Mm-hmm. So what are your goals then for GroveToken, say in the next 1 to 3 years? Where would you like things to be?
Well, I would like to be number one, of course. But see, the way that we're doing things and how we're working strategically from a roadmap perspective. So we do have a roadmap out there that finishes in the first 2 years, which is, I would say, November next year. And where we did majority of that roadmap, which is talk about commercial farming, which we did that. It talks about solar farming, we're working on it, staking and farming from the crypto point of view, GroveKeeper, which is our wallet. And this is a major news again for the community in this interview. We will be launching our exchange in February. So it's something that we're working on. So it's part of our roadmap. And that will extend for an extra 2 years, right? The extra 2 years is going to be mainly focused on the business side, where we going out from the commercial farming solution to a residential farming solutions, then we expanding into different type of businesses. So our roadmap is 4 years. We only have 2 years out. My expectation, to be quite honest, and was not financial advice, I believe we're going to clear 2 zeros of the price, hopefully by end of 2023. And we're going to continue moving forward, because once our business module hit and the burn rate for our token increased dramatically, the impact on price will be really out there.
So tell me about the GroveToken. Then what would be a benefit to a holder of the GroveToken? Addition to the upside of the value, is there any other benefits?
Well, there's massive benefits, and we're trying to create a whole ecosystem. So everything that we're trying to do in Grove itself, it's going to be bought by Grove. So we're working on a play-to-earn game where you can earn tokens and use them to buy things in the game itself. We're working on a metaverse, which we partnered with another member of the royal family of Dubai, Her Highness Sheikh Dubai, to build the metaverse for Grove, so where Grove can be used inside. We're actually working on payment system now through our app, where you can, it's like what you do is Apple Pay and Google Pay. You have our wallet, you swipe up, you'll have our Grove credit card or Visa card. You can go tap and buy things with it. Everything that we're expanding into, it's going to be a use case for Grove. So it's not just going to be a coin where you can trade it and you need to sell it to gain profit. It's actually going to be used in different places, or many places.
Yeah. Okay. Well, John G., thank you. It is great to meet you. Best of luck in Dubai with GroveToken.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here at GroveToken, we're growing a greener future. Thousands of financially savvy and environmentally conscious people are already joining the Grove movement. With real-world payment options, ability to earn passive income, and an eco-conscious business model, you'll be creating opportunities to do good for the planet while doing good for your wallet. Be part of a healthier future. GroveToken, a crypto like no other.
Secure, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. Secure is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. Secure doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download Secure. Visit secure.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
We're here on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks, Vanessa, for having me.
So Secure is all about, you're the CEO and founder, and Secure is all about privacy. It's all about cybersecurity and data protection. Can you tell me about the different products that Secure offers?
Sure. So Secure is an end-to-end privacy platform for communication. We have a document management tool called Secure Suite. That's mostly for businesses, but our star product is Secure as a combo, which is Secure Mail, which is an email system, and Secure Messenger, which is an instant messenger. We offer consumer and business solution. The difference is that with a business, you can upload your domain, you can have your own private domain hosting. And then on the messenger part, we offer archiving, mass onboarding, and so forth. That's kind of a new feature for institutions, bank, governments, etc.
That's really interesting because the SEC fined, I think it was 16 Wall Street firms, and it was all about record-keeping regulation violations because a lot of people who are working were using their own devices, especially when working remotely, and that wasn't secure. So what can Secure, the company, do to ensure that messaging and other communication is secure?
Absolutely. And besides security, there's privacy, because sometimes people say, well, you know, so-and-so brand that we all know, the companies, they're secure, but they're secure from off the shelf that can be hacked easily, which are being hacked on a daily basis. And then you have our system and privacy. So what's different is that we only host our solutions in Switzerland in our own infrastructure. That means that we don't do third-party hosting like, you know, the big clouds out there. We don't use big tech platforms, and we also have our own proprietary tech. We also don't ask for your phone number. So if you go to any of these applications, you'll notice you'll have to get your phone number first. We don't do that. So Secure Messenger, for example, has a few privacy features. You have your secure number. You only accept people that you want to. People can just get in there and find you. You're essentially invisible to hackers. And then if you want to message somebody that doesn't have secure, in the case of the banks, that's a perfect example. They have amazing systems in their office, but when they get out at lunch or after hours, that's when they use those free applications. So if they want to message someone that's not part of Secure, they can use our chat by invite. It's unique in the world, where a user can invite someone via email or messaging. You can SMS someone in 61 different countries, and then they get a notification to click and to chat with you. That way the sender and the receiver both are chatting privately in our Swiss server. And when it's done, you can terminate. And what we've done that's different than the consumer version is that now we offer archiving, because FINRA in Switzerland, where I'm from, it's FINMA. You know, they require all these archiving for 7 to 10 years. And now we're launching this to not just for financial next year, it'll be government. I mean, we're just doing an overseas deal with a government entity, and they need that archiving. So that's going to be big. And we're the only company in the world that has such a feature where you don't need to have the application as well. And we have other little things like self-destruct timer and so forth. And yeah, and it's only hosted in a private infrastructure.
Right, which is amazing, and there's no VPN needed to connect to the infrastructure at all. You mentioned Switzerland, and what's really interesting is that Switzerland is actually very secure when it comes to data information, even more so than the EU. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so we have our regulation called the FADP. Sometime it gets updated. In EU, you have GDPR. The FADP, which is the federal law on privacy and data, is at least as good or better than GDPR. Privacy is in our DNA. You know, back in the day, you had these private accounts. Now it's not so much the case because of global interaction. But in terms of data privacy, it's written in our constitution. So that's one of the big things. Because we are hosted in Switzerland and we use our infrastructure, because I should mention to our viewers that if you are in Switzerland, but you use a US big tech, you're not protected 100%, because the Cloud Act in the US dictates that if you're using a US software or infrastructure, no matter where you are, you also can be subpoenaed. We offer the same thing, super easy to use, and the person doesn't need to put a password if it's not mandatory. You can decide. You have a lot of cool feature, and you know, you can see that on our website. And for $7 a month, and you get 100 gigabyte of storage. You can also upload as many documents as you want. Sometimes it's just you're a realtor, you're a banker, and you need to send a 50 megabyte brochure. It won't go through people's email because it gets rejected, right? I just sent a bunch of documents to a partner, and it was 36 megabyte, and it didn't go through, so I sent it through Secure Send. So those are examples.
What are the plans for Secure moving forward 2023 and beyond?
Well, one of the things that we're going to do is a VPN. I'm glad you mentioned that you don't need a VPN with us, because we have what we call our Helix technology. The concept is whether you're a secure user or an outsider, you both connect to our server in Switzerland, right? So whether we send you a link or not. And the transaction happens only in the server, meaning the communication. Now, the VPN is in high demand, so that's going to come end of March. We're also launching Secure Voice and Secure Pro. That'll be encrypted voice calls without having to dial a number, and also encrypted videos. So that's going to be big. We're launching B2B partnerships. We are launching some other partnerships in Central and Latin America that are already underway. And we're going to launch these new solutions like VPN, voice, and encryption. I think it's going to be very useful.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming in and for being here today, Alain, the CEO and founder of Secure.
Thanks, Vanessa.
Great information.
Thanks.
Secure, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. Secure is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. Secure doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download Secure. Visit secure.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
Do your employees use Zoom? Do your employees use Microsoft Teams? Professionals need enhanced security. Add Zarify's Defender for the only secure, zero-trust video conferencing protection. Your employees, clients, and patients deserve it.
Mikra has products for health and wellness, and they work on this cellular level. And with me is the CEO, Faraaz Jamal, to talk a little bit about the product and just, you know, I know like it was sold out or something, right, when you first initiated it. So bring me up to date on how sales are going.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've sold out a few times right now, and the demand continues to be pretty intense. And you know, it's getting towards that season where people are feeling a little bit more tired, and like it's getting colder outside, and people want to kind of boost their immunity and things like that. So we're seeing amazing success.
No, I've definitely felt tired this week. So, and you do you're doing direct to sale technology. Yeah. So how does that work?
Yeah. So our cellular technology essentially works in two stages. So when you ingest Self, it goes through your gastric environment unchanged. So it doesn't get digested by your stomach acids or anything of the sort. And then when it gets to your small intestine, our technology actually has we call it a little marker on the compound, and it signals to your body that it needs to be absorbed directly into your cells. So it's essentially the same way that your body absorbs iron. We've just mimicked that process, so we can ensure direct-to-cell delivery for your entire system.
Yeah. And you told me it was almost kind of like a peanut butter, like a spread that you eat.
Yeah, that's
that's how it works. So do people like mix it with things, or how do they?
Yeah, our customers mix it with almost anything, just basically nothing hot. So our product isn't oxidized at all when it's manufactured. So we want to make sure that it's as potent as humanly possible. So as soon as you open the packet, feel free to throw it into your smoothie, but just consume it in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Now, what about the holidays? Do you anticipate big demand for the product?
Yeah, so we're actually, we're just on the cusp of selling out again. And that's mainly because people are kind of gearing up for like family time, a little bit more intense of a stressful period. And Self honestly works that way. Like, the major things that people complain about during the holidays is like high stress, and they feel tired, and there's a lot of brain fog and things like that. And Self, with our technology and our ingredients, it cuts right through all of that. Yeah. And it really, really does help everyone.
So what other products do you have in the pipeline?
Yeah, so we've got one coming up with Jose Bautista, which is a cellular therapeutic, and essentially it enhances your ability to perform as well as recover. So once you do take it, you perform better for about 2 hours, and then the product wears off, but you don't feel any sort of any caffeine crash or anything like that. And then on top of that, it curbs your inflammation. So we've built a little bit more on the sports side, but Self is kind of the foundational element. So it has all the things that Self has, but just tweaked a little bit more for performance.
And then how can somebody find these products?
Yeah, so they're all sold at wearemikra.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a great holiday season with the products. We all fight our tiredness, so thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Do your employees use Zoom? Do your employees use Microsoft Teams? Professionals need enhanced security. Add Verify's Defender for the only secure Zero Trust video conferencing protection. Your employees, clients, and patients deserve it.
Here at GroveToken, we're growing a greener future. Thousands of financially savvy and environmentally conscious people are already joining the Grove movement. With real-world payment options, ability to earn passive income, and an eco-conscious business model, you'll be creating opportunities to do good for the planet while doing good for your wallet. Be part of a healthier future. GroveToken, a crypto like no other.
Do your employees use Zoom? Do your employees use Microsoft Teams? Professionals need enhanced security. Add Verify's Defender for the only secure Zero Trust video conferencing protection. Your employees, clients, and patients deserve it.
Glint has developed proprietary technology that enables everyone to buy gold. Gold that's stored in Brink's vaults, insured by Lloyd's of London. With Glint's app and debit card, peace of mind is just a few taps away. It's easy to protect your hard-earned savings, and there are no minimums, hidden fees, or financial advisors required. To learn how to safeguard your future, go to glintpay.com or download Glint from your favorite app store.
Bitech Technologies CEO is Benjamin Tran, and he's here to tell us about what the company does and what its mission is. So welcome, Benjamin. Great to have you here, and just give us an overview of what the company is all about.
Thank you, Jane. I'm happy to be here. So Bitech Technologies is a company that provides a suite of green energy technologies, renewable energy, innovative green energy technologies, and we're looking to participate in the green economy to help reduce carbon emission, help to improve the electricity, and also creating a portfolio of IP so that we can generate revenues. And basically that's the general description of the company. Yeah.
So how does the business model work?
Well, the business model is very simple. You know, we're looking at two different components. One component is the IP assets. For the IP assets, we do acquisition, licensing, and leading to M&A. For the revenue generation, we're looking for sustainable asset portfolio. We start to get into the Bitcoin mining because we believe that Bitcoin mining today, you know, with the low cost of equipment, we can get into a very cash high return on investment, cash on cash return. And I believe that the Bitcoin price is going to be continue to increase between now and the next 5 years, when we run in our supply in at least another 8 more years. So we're looking to create the Bitcoin mining operation, and we also apply the green energy technology for yield enhancement, and that's how we increase our profit. Business model is, again, let me repeat, twofold. One is to create an IP asset portfolio and continue to increase the portfolio by acquisition and M&A. The other component is to acquire post-revenue company to add it into our sustainable operating assets. And that's how I grow the company in both ways to enhance the value for the shareholders.
How can somebody find out more? Why should they consider investing in Bitech?
Yes, Bitech is a very young company. We consider ourselves a development stage company, still early stage. However, we have a very explosive role plan in technology acquisition. We're looking for acquisition of several innovative technology. We're looking at the battery technology. We're looking at hydrogen power. We're looking at flywheel. We're looking at heat to energy conversion. Many different technology, especially in the renewable sector, right? So we have a very aggressive roadmap in technology because we want to become a green powerhouse, a technology enabler for the renewable infrastructure projects, okay? And you look at the company as a whole, this is a combination between crypto mining industry and green energy. We think, green energy is a very fast growing area, and we're looking to not only Bitcoin mining, but we're also looking into the data center. Green data center is an explosive growth. If you look at the market data for green data center, it's grown from 49 billion to 143 billion between 2020 and 2026.
Okay.
And you talk about compound annual growth interest, and compound annual growth rate is roughly about 22%. So today in the world, there's only 5% of data center which is considered certifiable green data center. That's not enough. And you look at between now and the next 5 years, up to 2026, the growth is going to be, the data center growth could be $616 billion, in which the green data center is supposed to be grow about 20%. And that's why we get into the green renewable energy to go into the green data center as a next step.
Okay. Thank you so much, Benjamin, for coming in and explaining biotech to us.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Here at GroveToken, we're growing a greener future. Thousands of financially savvy and environmentally conscious people are already joining the Grove movement. With real-world payment options, ability to earn passive income, and an eco-conscious business model, you'll be creating opportunities to do good for the planet while doing good for your wallet. Be part of a healthier future. GroveToken, a crypto like no other. Thousands of people use Phantom every day to access DeFi, NFT, Metaverse, and GameFi decentralized applications. On Phantom, you can trade, lend, and borrow in a fully decentralized way with instant speed and near zero fees. Whether you're an artist or a collector, there's a rich and accessible NFT ecosystem to explore. Join your friends in the Metaverse for exciting digital experiences or play revolutionary Web3 games. Join Phantom today.
Do your employees use Zoom? Do your employees use Microsoft Teams? Professionals need enhanced security. Add Verify's Defender for the only secure, zero-trust video conferencing protection. Your employees, clients, and patients deserve it.
Glint has developed proprietary technology that enables everyone to buy gold. Gold that's stored in Brink's vaults, insured by Lloyd's of London. With Glint's app and debit card, peace of mind is just a few taps away. It's easy to protect your hard-earned savings, and there are no minimums, hidden fees, or financial advisors required. To learn how to safeguard your future, go to glintpay.com or download Glint from your favorite app store.
Secure, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. Secure is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. Secure doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download Secure. Visit secure.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to your Secure Privacy and Security segment. I'm Anna Berry, along with Elaine Guillai, the CEO of Secure Private Data. Hi, Elaine. How are you doing today?
Hi, Anna. Doing great. How's everyone?
Great. Happy to be back with you for our weekly hack. And I have a question. So I am a SiriusXM subscriber. I like to listen to my news when I'm driving to and from places, and I am bombarded with cybersecurity products, right, and technologies and all of these different offerings out there. And I see it on the news. I hear it on my SiriusXM. I have ads all the time through my social media. So my question for you is, who are your competitors out there? What does Secure offer that they don't? So talk to me a little bit about how you stand out from the rest.
That's a good question, because cybersecurity is like saying cloud. It's a very vague and very vast industry. So what we offer essentially is really simple. We offer a suite of products. We have a Secure Suite, which is really more for enterprise and businesses, where you can back up your file, you can share, you have a password manager and an email. Personal or business email, and that's $50 a month or $500 a year, and that's Secure Suite. Typically, businesses with a few employees would use that, and they use that to communicate with others, to share file with their accountant, etc. So if you were to use something like a Dropbox, our version, of course, we like to say that is more private, more secure, and more versatile too, because it comes with basically all the mini business tools you need. You need an email, a password manager, file share, and storage. But the main product that we basically sell is a package called Secure, which comes with Secure Mail and Secure Messenger. So instead of using the other email services that basically data mine you, and they charge also, they're free, but they have paid version. What we offer is Secure Mail. It costs $7 to $10 a month, depending if you're a business or not. Email is the biggest weak link. 94% of all hacks start with email. With us, you have complete protection. So you have the security and most of all the privacy. I mean, and for $7 a month, any small business can afford that, of course. And Absolutely. You can have your own domain as well.
And you're even offering our viewers a promo code. What is that?
Yes, we offer a 15% discount when you go to secure.com, SEKUR.com, and you choose your service, you register, put Secure15, SEKUR15, and you get 15% off for the whole year. I would recommend anybody who's serious to buy the yearly package, because you get an extra 2 months as a discount. So the whole discount is like 33%. And it comes with a free week trial. So you get 1 week to try it for free. And then after that, it charges your card. You can cancel before without any penalty.
Fantastic. Well, it's a super important service you're providing all of us. So we're happy to be spreading the message about this. Thank you again for joining us for the weekly hack, everyone. Thank you, Elaine.
Thanks, Anna. And hopefully we'll see you all next week.
Secure, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. Secure is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. Secure doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download Secure. Visit secure.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.